James Stewart Jr. is a prominent figure in motocross, known for his aggressive riding style, groundbreaking scrub. He perfected a technique known as the bubble scrub, a scrub technique, and for being the first African-American rider to dominate the sport at the highest level. In my opinion, the greatest motocross rider ever.
The biggest motivation to me is that,
the fastest man on two wheels. He earned the nickname, the fastest man on the planet.
Too much rock for one hand.
Again, I reiterate, in my opinion, he's the greatest motocross rider ever. But because of racism and him being black, they won't say it. But this is his story. The scrub. The bubble scrub. James Bubba Stewart Jr. is a young, groundbreaking motocross prodigy. He struggles to balance the fame, the pressure, and personal identity as he makes history with the legendary bubble scrub and his wins. Having a perfect season, 24 wins in 2008, and attempts to overcome the racism in the sport by being a prominent black figure. His mantra was win or crash, and James did both. You've heard about Tiger Woods. Once he was allowed to enter the golf world, he dominated the sport for some time. You've heard about the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus, that dominated the tennis world for some time. Before that, both sports were typically white-dominated sports. Well, on December the 24th, 1985, in Bartow, Florida, James Stewart Jr. was born. His father, also known as Big James Stewart Sr., was a motocross enthusiast. He introduced his son to the sport at the tender age of 3 days old, when he brought him from the hospital and sat him on his Kawasaki. Then he decided to crank up the Kawasaki while cuffing his young son, James Jr., in one arm and took him for a ride. His father worked as a packing plant, and his mother worked at a fast food restaurant. James Jr. was finally bought a bike, and he would ride the bike late into the night. When his father asked him why, he said, "Dad, I gotta beat these guys." So his father would put in extra hours and gather cans so that his son could race. They were poor, but his son had a vision, as did his father, but he never anticipated his son taking it to this level. But it shows you what a strong father figure could do. It shows you what determination could do. It shows you when you put your mind to something great. When you're willing to win or crash, you will accomplish your mission. So his father would put in extra hours and gather cans so his son could race. Once at a race in Alabama, his father was told, "We don't race niggers here." His father responded, "Good. We're here to roast a motorcycle."
Before I ever took him in the house, I crunk up my KX250 and I give him a ride on the bike. He was 3 days old, and I kind of eased off the clutch and took off, and then I was one-handed holding him and riding the bike.
At 4 years old, James Jr. would enter his first motocross race. The sun was high, the dust clouds rising as he flies through the jumps with unmatched precision. His style is unique, leaning lower over the bike than most riders, almost in defiance of gravity. James Bubba Stewart Jr. began racing motocross at the age of 4 and achieved significant success, winning multiple amateur national championships and becoming the youngest American Motorcycle Association motocross champion at only the age of 16. He will go on to become an iconic motocross rider who became famous in the motocross world. The story revolves around Bubba's journey through the highs and lows of his career. This is his story. His impact on the sport and his connection to his fans. His signature move, the Bubba Scrub, makes his debut in a race. A mid-air maneuver that causes the crowd to roar in disbelief. Bubba coach watches from the sideline, his arms folded. He's shouting, "That's it! You've got something special, Bubba. You're not just another racer. You're a game changer." When questioned, Bubba says, "Hey, I'm just trying to get my rhythm down. I don't want to crash again." Coach tells Bubba to keep his head up. Keep your head in the game. You'll make history.
The biggest motivation to me is that I'm like so afraid to like fail. You know, no matter what kind of circumstance or who I'm racing against, like I always go out to like win races,
making waves in the motorcycle world. I just believe that I'm
always better than you. You know,
the room is filled with journalists. Bubba's wearing sunglasses and a casual jacket.
I choose to let them
He's being bombarded with questions. What makes you develop? What made you develop the Bubba Scrub? James Stewart smirking. I don't know. I just felt like the bike needed something different, you know? The air, the movement. It was just instinct. One journalist said you redefined motocross. Do you feel the pressure to live up to the hype? Bubba pauses. Pressure's part of the game. But it's not just about me, it's about showing people that anyone, if pushed to the limit, if they push themselves to the limits, they could be great, no matter where they come from. Time progresses. Bubba becomes older. He's at the prime of his career. The pressure's mounting. His friends, including the mechanics, they try to encourage him. You got this, Bubba. But he's breaking records. He's been breaking records since he was a young 4-year-old.
James Stewart, youngest rider to win an American Supercross at 16 years, 15 days.
Here we go, the main event, the season
Bubba's
championship.
quiet. He's frustrated.
And Stewart
It's
is
not
in
just the
second.
track anymore, man. The sponsors, the media, they all want something from me. I'm not sure how much I could give, how much more I could give.
He will do it.
You've
He will
already
win
given them
in
everything.
one of the wildest championship seasons in
They'll never
Supercross
take the real
history.
you, Bubba.
James Stewart is the man on the top step of the podium
Ventured to
with the number 1
2008.
place.
Bubba's going towards a perfect season, 24-0. Motocross championship. Final race of the season. Bubba's on his bike, stands up at the starting line. The competition is fierce. but he's now the crowd's favorite. The stadium is filled with fans chanting his name. And here he is, folks. James Bubba Stewart Jr., the rider who changed the game. The creator of the legendary Bubba Scrub. This is it. Just me and my bike. Everything else fades away. It's James Bubba Stewart Jr. thinking. The race is intense. Bubba is in the lead, but a dangerous competitor.
That's what it feels like.
Aggressive. It's hot on his tail. Bubba prepares for his signature move, the Bubba Scrub, as they approach a massive jump. You think you could pull that move under pressure? Not today, Bubba. Michael Carmichael doubts him. Bubba launches off the jump as he's airborne. The world seems to slow down. The crowd holds its breath. And Bubba executes the Bubba Scrub flawlessly, leaning the bike in midair, flipping it just enough to clear the obstacle with precision. He lands perfect.
They're not right, you know. The throttle feels off, and if that feels off, my handlebars feel weird.
Unbelievable.
And I can't ride right, so I mess with my gloves a lot.
James Stewart Jr. with the Bubba Scrub, like no one else. He's blessed and unstoppable. At the victory podium, Bubba stands at the top of the podium, a gold medal around his neck. He faced a crowd with mixed emotions. His face is mixed of relief and pride.
You know, I don't want to be 40 years old and picking up my kid and can't move my hand, you know, so, you know, I have to be smart about my life.
The crowd cheers as the camera pans to his family and friends, including his coach. You did it, Bubba. You're more than just a rider. You're a legend. James Bubba Stewart Jr. Bubba said, I'm not done yet. A few years later, Bubba's jersey, bike, and memorial are now displayed in a Motocross Hall of Fame. Fans are gathered around, taking photos. A journalist asked, Bubba's now retired. What do you want people to remember for you? Bubba gives a shit-eating grin, smiling calmly. He said, not just a scrub, but for proving that anyone, no matter where they come from, can make their own mark. It's about pushing yourself past your limits.
Anything else you'd like to say? Like say hello to your girlfriend or anything?
And showing others
What's your name?
that they could do the same.
You don't have a girlfriend. Well, James Stewart, congratulations and good ride.
Now let's reflect back. James Bubba Stewart Jr. started racing motocross at the age of 4. He was guided by his father, showing you what a powerful father figure could do. James Stewart Jr. started racing motocross at the age of 4.
You know, like some things, like nothing sucked about riding. Like I would always choose riding over, even if somebody did invite me to go to dance, I wouldn't go if I could go riding. Like I never went to any riding schools. Nobody taught me how to do the Bubba Scrub. Nobody taught me how to go fast. I used to come home, pop in videos of the guys that used to race, like Jeremy McGrath and all those guys, Jeff Matasevich, and I just watched them on a video, and that's how I got good.
During his amateur career, he secured 84 race victories and 11 Loretta Lynn amateur national championship titles between 1990 and 2001. Then he makes his professional debut He turned professional in 2002. He won the light AMA Motocross Championship in his rookie year. He was the youngest AMA Motocross champion at the age of 16 in 2002. Stewart became the youngest AMA Motocross champion ever when he won the 125cc title. Record-breaking achievements. Stewart is known for his record-breaking achievements, including winning the first of a record-breaking 11 amateur national championships by age 6.
You had a couple like African-American black people coming out
Other
and
notable
racing, but
achievements.
I was the first to come
He's
in
also
and win and
the second
be
most
dominant,
winning
and it's a big
rider
deal to
in the
break
450
into something
Supercross
like
wins,
racing
which is
and
50.
be the first.
If he
is
wasn't
always special
suspended,
because people will never forget that.
he would have won many
I'm
more.
living legacy of just like these other people like Obama and Tiger Woods and Serena Williams, and you can do whatever you want to do. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, just because you're black or just because you're white, it doesn't mean you cannot do something. So that's the way I take it, and I understand my position, and I take pride in it.
And second in AMA outdoor national wins at 48. Again, if he wasn't suspended unjustly, he would have won more. Was this designed so James Stewart Jr. wouldn't pass the record of the legends? I contend that it was. Venture to 2008. He has a perfect season. In 2008, James Stewart Jr. won every race in every moto of the American Motorsports Association motocross season, a feat only achieved by Ricky Carmichael in 2002 and 2004. He was inducted into the American Motorcycle Hall of Fame. I just want to give you a little more about his dominance and innovation. James Stewart revolutionized motocross with his aggressive riding style and the bubble scrub, a technique that allowed him to clear jumps faster with more precision. He broke barriers. He became the first African-American rider to win a championship in the AMA Supercross and Motocross, inspiring a new generation of riders from diverse backgrounds. His legacy. Stewart's success and charisma help expand the sport's appeal to a broader audience. He did this, y'all, and he continues to be a respected figure in the motocross community. His other achievements: he has a 5-time national champion with 2 Supercross titles.
Competed against Stewart before retiring in 2007 and says that Stewart takes risks most other riders don't.
I'm just willing. I don't ride with fear. Nobody can go around the track faster than I can.
James Stewart is showing no signs of letting up.
I want to win.
2 125 motocross titles and 1 450 motocross title. He holds the record for the most wins on a small bike in both Supercross and Motocross. He was inducted into the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame in 2022. James Stewart Jr. now, he had a reality television series, Bubbles World, and he starred in several videos. James Bubba Stewart Jr., a former professional motocross and supercross racer, is widely regarded as one of the sport's most talented, dynamic riders, known for his speed and innovational techniques, earning him 2
In the 85-year history of
Supercross
motocross,
450
no one has ever seen
cc's
anything
championships,
like James Stewart.
1 AMA
James Stewart
Motocross
seems to be from
450cc
another
championship, and 2 125cc AM Supercross titles. His key accomplishments and career highlights were the championships that I just mentioned. His dominance cannot go unchecked. In 2008, I reiterate, he achieved a perfect 24-0 season in the AMA Motocross, winning all 24 motos. The bubble scrub. James Stewart Jr. invented the bubble scrub, a technique that involves sliding a bike sideways off jumps. You see everyone doing that now. James Stewart invented that. That became a staple in motocross racing. Not many people do that. That came from James Bubba Stewart. Alas, he's into the Motorcycle Hall of Fame. He was introduced into the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. His rivalries, James Stewart had notable rivalries with Ricky Carmine.
Stewart grew up in an all-black neighborhood in Winter Haven, Florida. His father worked at a packaging plant. His mother at a fast food restaurant. Stewart's parents bought him his first motorbike when he was 4 for Christmas. Father and son would often race at the all-white motocross track a few towns over.
And Chad Reed, which defined an era in motocross. His impact, Stewart's impact, extends beyond trophies. He was the first black superstar in motocross, breaking the barriers in a predominantly white sport and inspiring a new generation of riders. His teams, he raced for Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki throughout his career. His current activities has made a return to the racing industry with a podcast, Bubble World.
He would come home from school and he would get on that bike and he would ride it and ride it to dark. I would have to make him get off of it. I said, why are you riding so much? I gotta beat those guys. I gotta practice.
With James Stewart and as a guest expert analyst on Pro Motocross broadcast. James Bubba Stewart. This is his story. He's out there, but he's not out there enough. So be certain to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Definitely share this video. Definitely share it with your children. They have a love for motorcycles. Perhaps they could be the next James Stewart. If they have a love for riding as I do.
To support his son's passion, Stewart's father would work 70 hours a week on the graveyard shift, so he and his son could ride in the afternoon. To help pay for used racing gear, track fees, and fuel, James Sr. resorted to collecting bottles and cans for extra money.
This is for everyone that told me that I wouldn't make it. They gave up on me, they told me I was gonna be nobody, and I'd be dead before 25. They gave up on me, I came up on them. Still standing on all 10. Current tells it dark, so you know said it. This is tells it Dutch. That makes me rumble. If it don't be rumble, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. That's what we gonna do, that's what we gonna rumble.
They gave up on me, but I came up on all of them, all of them. They're in the sauce, couldn't break me. I stood up, standing tall again, tall again.
Survived the hood, lived in hell, everyone betrayed me. Knocked down, stepped back up, system couldn't break me. Told them I was coming up, said I was crazy. Put me down, entire town, act like they hate me. They got his mindset, they couldn't break me. Steady swinging, bobbing, weaving, can't hurt me. Taking souls to control, angels raise me. I'm Yahuah's baby, thoughts try to play me. Cops try to spray me, Satan try to play Summer so hell no, I'm not lackadaisy. Say we're lazy like Lazarus, hustling backwards. The buckets has crabs in it, pulling us down again. Tells a doctor best of them, telling you to run from sin. Con, not another like me. Haters cap about me, think I want the wifey because you know she likes me. Not my type, she and I is unlikely. I only pipe women living rightly. Christ be the reason I write these balls for you. I'm praying nightly. The Ruach HaKadosh guides me the bright seas are ripe seas. Cast thy demons in eaves with lyrics and rhythms. I'm giving exorcism, show you Yahuah's vision. Highest people should be living to make it to heaven. You're Ezekiel 37, valley up dry bones. John Jones break the law. You're the chosen one, keeps getting the thrones. Hard head, soft ass. When will you learn?
They gave up on me, but I came up on all of them, all of them. Their insults couldn't break me. I stood up standing tall again.
Coming out of Canada, wanna be a manager, they don't understand me, bruh. But I got a plan for those that doubt me and talk about me. Used to feel worthless, the devil duped me. Now I'm on my purpose, you heard this. Eating out of dumpsters, haters curb nick. Flipped the Jeep off the Quinnell Hickson Highway, climbed out the pits. My other Jeep went head-on collision with Vic. Used to be homeless in kits, was treated like a skits. People said I wasn't shit, delusional for the glitz. Almost got luck, now I was ready to give it quits. Wearing thrown out knits, left cruising broken in bits. Clavicle broken through my shirt, knee bleeding dipped. Used my skip class and walk with Crips. Battle rap pissed, mocked and skipped. Still climbed to the top tier despite biters who ripped. Had to pretend I was stupid despite my wit. Was robbed by my headliner, he blew it on chips. Was robbed for 15 racks, Viva Voce with his lips. My Versace I'm in was found and left in an alley, hanging in bins. Lived on a beach, basking in sin. Now I'm an AT alien, kicking it with him.
Fake leaders got you following too many isms. Judaism, paganism, Roman Catholicism. I'm baptizing you with knowledge and wisdom. Understanding serve just like a waiter. Metaphorically, you get the message later. Because of aphasia, been double crossed, so they call me 2X. Cross me out, step back up like a horror flick. Keep coming back, that guy in a movie. No matter what they do to me, teaching truthfully, introducing you to the new me. Bad boy like Diddy, my pockets stay puffy. Ninjas ladies wanna rush me up in flocks. My salary tops when I was broke and fucked up. Same women would not give me the time of day. Now they jock ties a doc. I'm a product of discipline. If you're really listening, we all have a gift within. Raised up and livid, then the old man is dead and you are born again. Never quit, keep striving, that's how you win. They gave up on me, I came up on them.
They gave up. I came up on all of them, all of them. Their insults couldn't break me. I stood up standing tall again, tall again.
Gratitude's my attitude. Don't you ever let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Rise up and do it. You are the man, a reflection of God, the Creator. I'm Kahan Tell the Doc, and this has been Riding with the Ruach for Yahuah, the Scrub. Thank you for listening. That's how we want it.